Citizens Organized for Liberty Through Action, COLA, has issued a release accusing the government of undermining the trade unions of police. Their 5-paragraph release was issued today and has condemned the actions of the government and expressed great concern at what they have perceived as the Prime Minister's attempting to create division within the Belize National Teachers Union. Giovanni Brackett is the president of COLA. He explained to Love News why they have accused the government of union busting.
We believe from the very insinuation that the government was willing to dock the teachers' pay was the beginning of a form of union busting. The very threat that their days' pay will be cut to us was a form of union busting. We believe the attempt by the government to do to the unions what they have done to the churches and what they have done to other areas in society, the sugar industry, is all attempt to union bust, to divide and conquer. We stand solid by the teachers for more reasons than one. What the teachers are asking for is what I Want My Country Back campaign has enlisted as our points. COLA has joined, PORS have joined. We have other, even the churches have expressed concern into an independent investigation into the murder of Pastor Lou. In terms of the way how the government has come out of that meeting and to respond to the teachers' response from that meeting, to me is just divisive, and it's a spin by the Prime Minister to get the public over on his side. Well, we at COLA will not be brainwashed. We will continue to support the teachers. And if industrial action is what it will take for the government to give in to these demands that majority of the society wants, at least I can speak for our membership of COLA, the members of I Want My Country Back, even the PORS and other areas, the churches. We believe that these are things that any good democratic government should give without any frustration of industrial action.
Brackett went on to say that the quick pace in which the BNTU is moving is merely because the demands being made are things that should have been done a long time ago.
First of all, the President Luke Palazzo on the other morning talk show dealt with that issue. I think it was a suffice answer that he gave. I think that the fact that they have a large team that went in there, that negotiating team is very huge. I think the teachers had a game plan from the very get-go going in, that if they didn't get what they want, or they have certain measuring sticks to measure what they expect to get. I believe that from the time they came out of that meeting, they knew what their response was going to be, but they have their mechanism set in place. I can't fault them for moving quicker than I thought they would have moved. I know sometimes we condemn them for moving too slow. But I believe that I heard the explanation from the President Luke Palacio, and I don't have a problem accepting what he says. I believe that their negotiating team is large enough and a large representation. I believe that they have their mechanism set in place, and I can trust that what they said, that what led them to that letter, I believe is justifiable. I think that the things that they're asking for and the requests that they're making and the demands they're making of the government are things that the government shouldn't even give 50%, 90% of. They should just cede, because these are things that we have been asking for a very long time. Look at the case with Elvin Penna. Up to today, we can't have the file to properly prosecute Elvin Penna. The whole system has been delinquent for very far too long.
According to COLA, in many cases, justice has not been served and the demands being made by the various sectors of society, including COLA, have fallen on deaf ears.
Things that the country has been asking for have taken so long to be given to us. When COLA asked for the removal of the Minister Pablo Marin from the Ministry of Health, he was not removed. The Prime Minister went on to say he's won elections, as if though that gives you the right to remain in a ministry that is delinquent and a ministry that is performing below standards. We don't care if you win elections, and we don't care how often you win elections. But what we care about is the deliverables. And the government has failed in many regards. It's failed in Elvin Penna, Danny Grijalva, even though of the destruction that was caused to Nomul, he was a standard bearer. And we see there's a consistency in choosing politically right decision that is best for the party, but that is not best for the interests of the country to continuously happen. So for us at COLA, there are so many demands that we have made over the last 7.5, 8 years that we have seen the government dragging its foot in on giving in to our demands. And when they do give in, they play this game whereby they give you half of it, like a partial ban on offshore drilling, and they dance around. Look at what they have done to the Mayan community. Have dragged them through the mud. Even when they win, they still lose.
The release reads in part, quote, "We condemn the personal attacks on the BNTU's leadership and on the teachers by operatives of the United Democratic Party, who refer to them as illiterate and money-hungry. These campaigns on the educators or children are cowardly and unwarranted and reveal to what depths this arrogant government will go to protect ministers accused of corruption. COLA expresses, as it has from the very beginning, its support of our teachers and the planned industrial action if that is what it takes to force GOB to adapt anti-corruption measures. Belizeans are fed up of this administration's reluctance to fight corruption, even when it is documented in black and white."